What about just in general, becoming detached from possessions, like minimalism in not having many things? So the capitalist world kind of pushes you towards having possessions and deriving joy from more and more and better possessions. Have you returned back to the joys of that world, or do you find yourself enjoying the minimalist life?
A little of both. I think I really don't like, I find things to be a burden, to be a massive burden,
Yeah,
and to me, when you have a burden like that, even if it's just knowing that there's like boxes in your basement of stuff, whatever it might be, it makes it hard to focus. And so I personally like, I mean, my ideal, like if I had my house, for example, would be to have like nothing on anything. It would just, and that to me is like peaceful. Some people find that to be not peaceful. For me, it's like, I love to have the idea that if needed, I could like pack up and move
yeah,
and not worry about anything. Do I actually have that in reality? No. We're about to have a baby. But it's like, I already see it. It's like stressful. There's like boxes of stuff showing up at the house, like bottles and clothes and all these little hats and whatnot. And I do have to like sometimes go into my meditation to just say like, this is okay. Like, like
yeah.
it's okay to have all of this stuff. It's not permanent, but I do think that it's easy to get lost in it all.
And it's important to remember, given all that, like people who buy houses, buy a home and buy a house and make a home out of it, and you start a family. It's easy to forget that even though you have all these responsibilities, you're still free. And like freedom takes work, and it takes remembering, it takes meditation on it, but you're free. You're born free, you live free. I mean, depends, of course, which country, but in the United States, even with all the possessions, even with all the burdens of sort of credit and owning money and all those kinds of things, you can scale everything down and you're free. But ultimately, the people you love, if you love each other, it doesn't take much money to be happy together. And for me, I personally value that freedom of having the freedom to always pursue your happiness, as opposed to being burdened by material possessions that that basically limit your ability to be happy, because you're always paying off stuff. You're always trying to match the neighbors that are always a little bit richer, that kind of pursuit. I think that pursuit is wonderful for innovation and for building cooler, better things. But on an individual level, I think you have to remember that, first of all, life is finite. And second of all, like, your goal is not to get a bigger house. Your goal is to be just content and happy in the moment.
I completely agree with that.